The Coast Guard has launched a search and rescue team for a Titanic exploration crew that went missing. They work for the Ocean Gate Expedition Company.
CBS News has learned that the Boston Coast Guard is operating a search and rescue mission for a missing submarine.
The sub was exploring the wreckage of the Titanic. The sub went missing in the Atlantic Ocean near Canada. The Titanic sunk off the southeast coast of Newfoundland, Canada, after hitting an iceberg in 1912. The ship's wreck site wasn't found until 1985. It now sits more than 12,000 feet below the ocean's surface. More than 2,200 passengers and crew were aboard the vessel at the time of the disaster. At least 1,500 of those people were killed when the ship sank.
CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tayeb joins us now. Imtiaz, what more do we know about this missing submarine?
Elaine, Nikki, good to be with you. Well, this is a really fast-moving story. In fact, we've only received a statement from the company behind this tour really in the last hour or so, and I can read it out to you, and it is very short. There's only 4 bullet points here. It simply says, we're exploring, mobilizing all options to bring our crew back safely. Our entire focus is on the crew members and the submersibles and their families, and we're deeply thankful for the extensive assistance we've received from government agencies and deep-sea companies in our efforts to reestablish contact with the submersible. There's a bit more detail here as well, not a huge amount, really focusing on the crew members on board. But when they say submersibles, it's not a sub in what you might think it is. It's a very small vessel. In fact, CBS Sunday Morning about a year ago traveled on that very vessel and saw the Titanic on it, and the images were pretty extraordinary. You see this vessel, it's not big, and only a few people could go on board, and they basically were drilled into it. The only way to get out is if you're out of the water and drilled back out of it. And so,
Well, that's kind of a dangerous design. It seems like you're basically locked into the tiny sub, and the only way out is from somebody on the outside. I mean, I don't know. That just seems kind of crazy.
they describe it as, a one-of-a-kind carbon fiber vessel. This company has been around since 2009, but it's only, again, as we've been saying in the last year, that it's been offering tours to tourists to the tune of around $250,000 for this 8-day trip. But this is the first time that we're
Wow, $250,000 to go tour the Titanic? And I thought the Titanic was like was cordoned off so that only like research groups and stuff can deal with that. But I guess I'm wrong.
hearing of anything like this, which is losing contact with one of their vessels. Now, I suppose the one good thing at this stage, without having found this submersible, is the fact that the area with which it has gone missing is well known and well tracked. And as we've been hearing, CBS News can confirm that the Boston Coast Guard has been brought in. It is part of the search, and it is assisting in trying to find this submersible. Guys.
Imtiaz, it's really frightening, the thought of being stuck down there. That was a very limited statement, so I'm not sure if we have any more details about how many people were on board the vessel. Any idea? There's mention of a crew. Any idea if any of the tourists that you reference sometimes go down on these might be on there?
Yeah, so what I can tell you is that there are 3 specific submarines that this company operates. All of them can have the same capacity, which is 1 pilot and 4 crew members, as they describe it. And so we can understand that there's at least 5 people on board this submersible. And again, the company describes it as very sophisticated. And yet when, the CBS crew were there a year ago, they were saying, well, look, some of these pieces you just kind of like put together yourself, whether it was from the lighting kit or whatnot. However, the company makes it very clear that they used only the highest level of technology and were basically being guided by some of the top scientists in the world to create this submersible vessel. And again, it's a pretty expensive journey for those who want to go. We do understand.
Yeah, it's a journey only the rich people can afford because what person in their right mind is going to spend $250,000 to get themselves locked into a tiny submersible to just go see the Titanic.
And we cannot confirm this for sure, but I will share this information. Captain Hamish Harding, who's a British adventurer, posted on Instagram saying that he was proud to announce that he joined the ocean expedition for their Titanic mission. But he also said in his post that due to the worst winter in Newfoundland in 40 years, the mission was likely to be the first and only manned mission to the Titanic in 2023. Now, we cannot confirm for sure that he was on that specific submarine. Although, if you look at that image on Instagram that he posted, he was very clearly on the vessel that would lead to that. So, not a lot of details, Guy, but as you rightly put out there, Nikki, a very scary situation for all involved.